Welcome back to E&T Mood. Today I'm here with
MP and AJ. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy Boxing Day. Happy holidays.
I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we had to pop back in for a holiday special.
Yeah.
So we in this beer. And, you know, got my little hat from work. You know, they're selling them. I actually thought it was a scam, but they're actually really good and they're worth the money. So if you want one, you should get it. 3 settings. I literally thought it was a scam, but I was like, nah, these are sick.
You already know.
My family loves it, so.
I hope you guys had a wonderful feast. You know what I'm saying? If you never tried curried salmon, you should check that out.
That was a first and a new one for us. We tried curried salmon this year. His sister made a really good curried salmon. So
Is it?
I don't know. New Year's, new beginnings. Whatever is dragging us down, leave it in 2025. You know, we're heading into the new year. Good vibes only. Hopefully, you know, more people will find Christ and, you know, just new beginnings. Well, excitement.
Either way, guys, today we're reacting to 3 true Christmas horror stories animated. This is by IMR Scary Tales. I hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
I was like, who's IMR Scary Tales?
Is there?
Scary Tales. Story 1.
This happened last year, a few days before Christmas. My wife, Julia, and I had to take a last-minute trip to the mall to buy decors and dinner supplies with our son, Danny. The mall was getting crowded each second. I told Danny to keep by my side, but a few seconds later, when I looked down, my son was nowhere to be found. We tore through every store, screaming his name.
That's exactly how
bro, that would be one of my biggest fears, having a child, bro. Just going out to shop and then boom, they go missing on me. Because when I was younger, I was doing the same shit,
bro. They
bro.
don't have a phone, nothing, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But like when I was younger, I was doing the same shit, bro. My mom could not catch me. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. But she would beat my ass after I got caught, that's for sure. You know, but just kids are just bad nowadays, bro. They don't really listen at all.
Yeah, like kids do not listen nowadays. Like, I don't know.
It's worse.
If parents are not teaching them, or if you are teaching them and they're not getting beat, like everyone's trying soft parenting, but the soft parenting, I guess, is not working. Or it's the type of soft parenting you do. But, like no is no, yes is yes, wrong is wrong, right is right. And they don't understand that. Like, stop is stop. So.
Even adults don't understand that.
Yeah, so, but I don't know, like, especially at my work lately a lot, I've been doing a lot of bad kids from school, high school even. You would think they would have a little more training, but no. Terrible.
Yeah, everyone's trying to put on a show, man. Everyone's a main character nowadays, bro. So.
It's all about
dread coiled in my gut. Julia started crying. We were talking to the mall security to help us find Danny when we heard an announcement from their office. Attention shoppers, one of our security personnel has been found dead in the men's restroom. Please remain calm and stay inside the building. Suddenly, one security personnel showed us footage of another security guy leading Danny by the hand toward the back hallways. There, that's our son. Call your security guy. I watched the guard's face turn pale. He said the man in the footage was not their coworker. The uniform he's wearing actually belonged to the dead guy found in the bathroom. Julia broke down crying on the floor. My son's helpless, innocent face flashed right in front of my eyes. The cops will be here any minute, sir. But I didn't wait. I ran.
I was like,
sir, wait! He might have a weapon! I didn't care. That was my Danny back there. I pushed through the employees-only door and into a narrow concrete hallway. Spotlights were strung along the ceiling, half burnt out, throwing jumpy shadows that moved when I did. I ran past storage rooms full of boxes, and I could hear Danny screaming, "Dad! Dad!" I followed his voice and burst through the door into a big storage room. The man was holding Danny off the ground. His one arm was locked around his chest, the other pointed a knife at him. Danny's little feet kicked weakly. His face was red from crying. "Stay back," he warned. "Let him go." I could barely get the words out. "He's only 6. Please." "I don't care. He's my key to get out of this mall without any trouble from the cops." Danny was crying, shaking really badly. His little hands were stretched towards me. I knew my one wrong move could cost my son's life, so I had to be smart. I raised my arms up in surrender and said, "Look, you want to get out of here, right? I'll help you. Just let him go and hold me hostage. I promise I'll cooperate." The man scratched his head with the knife, then looked at Danny and back at me. "Is this some trick you're trying to play? Because if so, I'll shoot." "No. Take me, let him go. Look, the cops are coming. You've got to listen to me, now." My words convinced him, and he let Danny go. He ran towards me with little steps, and I hugged him. He was crying, thinking the man could still hurt him, but
So what are you guys doing?
That was kind of smart.
No, take it in. He let go of the kid first without taking the other guy hostage. If my son ran to me like that, I'm gone. You think I'm gonna stand
Superman
there
swoop
and then let him take me hostage though? Bro, you have to be stupid or something, bro. Like,
well, the police are on their way.
They're on their way, but I'm just
and
saying.
it's just a knife, like, you know.
It's just a knife, but he said shoot me. Yeah. I'm thinking he low-key has a gun.
No, they're confused.
I know, maybe. Because it said shoot me. Yeah. Well, shit,
where's the gun?
I'll be out of there. I don't know what he's doing. He's chilling too much right now.
Calmed him down and told him to go back to mom. Told him that I'll be all right. But just then, I heard running footsteps coming our way. The man grabbed me by the neck and placed the knife on my forehead. The cops burst through the door. Danny was still there, calling out for me, crying. One of the cops took him into his lap, while 3 others told the man to let me go.
Bro, like, what do you mean? Like, he could have prevented this, and he still ended up being a hostage.
It's okay.
Now he could die.
Now we still have a story. Let's see how it goes.
Bro, he made it easier for himself to make it harder for these guys. Like,
yep.
Like what?
Well, he can always.
But the man threatened them, saying if anyone tries to stop him, me. I told the officers to first get my kid out of there because I'm all right. When we all walked back to the mall, everyone watched me and the guy with fear and suspense in their eyes. The cops were negotiating, but the man who had been a runaway convict wasn't falling for any of their words. My wife screamed from the crowd, seeing me. I was a little relieved to find Danny back with Julia, but I knew it broke her. She got her son back, but put her husband in danger instead. It was like her life traded fear with fear. The convict told me to head for the exit without doing anything foolish. "One mistake, and I'll blow off his head." I nodded and started walking away slowly. The cops had their guns at him, but couldn't do anything because my life was hanging by a thread. We were about to get inside the elevator when I noticed this big metal Christmas star hanging right inside the elevator. An idea clicked in my mind. The man hit me on the head with the knife and shouted, "Get in! You're coming with me, remember?" I got in, but just before the elevator door closed, I noticed the man laughing at the cops. He thought he won. His pride distracted him for a few seconds, and that's when I snatched the star from the ceiling and stabbed him in the right eye with its pointy peak. He screamed in pain, and the knife fell out of his hand. The cops swarmed in and pinned him down to the ground. It happened so fast and quickly that everyone stayed silent for minutes. Finally, I was reunited with my family. Danny came running at me while hugging me. The poor kid kept apologizing. "I'm sorry, Daddy. I shouldn't have left you." "Shh, don't say that. You're safe. That's all that matters." "Were you scared?" "Terrified. But seeing you, I'd give my whole life for you." "Will you always protect me?" "Always. I promise." That day, I could have lied to Danny, telling him how I don't scare easy or how big of a hero I am. But if you ask me, I think it's better to tell our kids the truth. It's better to let them know that parents are human too, and they can make mistakes as well. This teaches your kid to respect your decisions. Last year on Christmas, something happened to me that I'm still trying to process. I study in college and decided to visit my family at the last moment on Christmas Eve. Driving down the highway amidst a blizzard was probably the dumbest decision I ever took in my life. After half an hour of difficult driving, my car gave up on me at Highway 9. The blizzard got worse, and within minutes I was stranded with no signal, miles from home, and the temperature was dropping fast.
See?
I sat there for maybe 20 minutes, watching snow pile up on the windshield, trying to catch even one bar of service while the cold crept in. That's when I saw headlights cutting through the storm. A pickup truck pulled up behind me. It was old and beat up, covered in blinking Christmas lights like someone had gone crazy at a dollar store. There was even a wreath wired to the grill, the kind you hang on a front door. Through the snow, I could just barely make out the driver. When he leaned out the window, I almost laughed, seeing him wearing a Grinch costume.
See?
Need a ride, kid? Yes, thank you so much.
I've been scared.
If you think I'm gonna get up and go in this man's truck, you got a next thing coming, buddy.
No.
A whole costume, bro. Already, my life is at jeopardy, bro.
My life is already at jeopardy in the snow. Now you want me to go in? No.
Not with a mask on. He's gonna have to take that shit off and show me.
Show me his face. Show me your face real
You
quick.
have to show me that for real, bro.
Can't leave you out here on Christmas. I grabbed my phone and wallet and climbed into the passenger seat. The truck smelled like pine cleaner mixed with something metallic underneath. The dashboard had candy canes duct taped everywhere. Thanks for stopping.
He's trying to hide
Sure
the smell
thing.
of like something stinking.
We drove in silence for a minute before he spoke again. You know what I hate about Christmas?
No.
What? All that fake cheer. Families pretending they like each other. Kids screaming for toys that'll break in a week. I laughed nervously. No wonder you're dressed as the Grinch. He laughed. I also thought he was just playing the part. I forced out a chuckle too, because what else was I supposed to do? Where are we going? I asked, suddenly alert, as he drove past the turn to the town. Home. You're my Christmas guest, kid. His gloved hands squeezed the wheel. The Grinch doesn't like spending it alone anymore. My stomach dropped. Actually, my parents are waiting for... Let them wait. Where were they when you stood next to that broken car? Huh? The way he said it made my mouth go dry.
And this is why you can't be a pushover, bro. You can't just let people take advantage of you like this, clearly, brother. Like, man, take
He's saying pushover. He's probably scared and
I don't
pooping
care.
his pants
bro,
right now,
I don't care.
thinking how. Fam, thinking, yo, if I reach for this door, what is he gonna do for
This is
me?
gonna lock you in and fuck you up.
What do you mean you're my Christmas guest and I don't want to spend it? The Grinch doesn't want to spend it alone. What are you talking about right now? Where were they?
Yeah.
No one knew where I was. Obviously nowhere. No one knew where I was.
Bro, that shit is crazy, buddy.
No, bro. No, bro. No, bro.
Dangerous tonight.
It is.
He chirped.
He's
Better if you
dangerous.
stay with me. We can have Christmas dinner together. I've been preparing something special.
You wanna
I watched
touch
his
you.
hand move toward the glove compartment. He
touch
popped
you.
it open. A knife was sitting inside next to a
Told you he's
candy
trying to hide
cane.
some shit with
The
that candy
blade
cane
was
smell,
dark
bro.
with something that definitely wasn't rust. That's for carving the Christmas roast. I've been planning this dinner for weeks. My heartbeat got faster. We were slowing down now, getting close to this patch of dense woods on the left side of the road. There weren't any houses or lights, except his truck's blinding decorations. You ever carve a roast, kid? He picked up the knife, still driving with one hand. It's an art. You have to know exactly where to cut. I didn't think. I yanked up the door lock and threw myself against the door. It flew open, and I rolled out onto the snow-covered road. Pain shot through my shoulder and hip as I hit the pavement. The truck's brake lights went red. I got to my feet and ran toward the tree line. I heard the truck's engine rev behind me. I looked back and saw it reversing. He was coming back. I ran into the woods, grimacing every time the branches whipped my face. The snow was knee-deep, and every step felt impossible. I could hear the truck's engine getting louder. Then, the headlights hit me. He'd driven off the road and was crashing through the trees after me. The Christmas lights blinked like crazy as the truck bounced over roots and rocks. I cut left hard. The truck tried to follow, but clipped a tree. I didn't stop to check and kept running. My lungs burned from the cold air. The truck was catching up. I could hear him laughing over the engine.
Bro, okay, he's about to trip. I paused it at a crazy moment.
Yeah.
But listen, this man's running for a very long time and he's swinging the shit out of his shoulders after he said he fucked the shoulders up, bro. I'm surprised he's even running.
And he's saying branches are whipping him in the face, snow's whipping him in the face. I felt that today.
I'm just saying.
I experienced that today. He's dying right now. I can tell he's dying.
I'm just saying, bro, if you're being chased by a van in the woods, at least run through denser woods where he cannot drive. Because I'm like, what woods are you really driving through with a road path, buddy, here? This is not density, like.
Again, how long did he drive down this path?
That's what I'm saying. He's been driving and he's been running.
Like,
so, yeah.
Bro, are you going anywhere for your safety or for your health, for anything? Help? Like, do something right. Like,
we'll see.
At least you're out the car. So,
he's about to trip. So if he trips and falls into some safe space, that'd be nice. Yeah. We'll see.
Bird was maybe 10 feet behind me when my foot caught a root hidden under the snow. I went down face first into a drift. I rolled onto my back just in time to see the truck's grill coming right at me. The truck was maybe 3 feet away when sirens went off from somewhere close. Red and blue lights flashed through the trees. The truck slammed on its brakes, skidded in the snow, and stopped inches from my legs. Through the windshield, I could see him staring at me. Before driving away in the opposite direction, he put out his head from the window and yelled, "Merry Christmas! Enjoy it while you still can." I just lay there in the snow for God knows how long. Then I heard sirens in the distance. A highway patrol SUV came through the trees. The spotlight swept across me. The officer jumped out. "You okay, kid? We got a call about a vehicle driving erratically." "He tried to kill me." I couldn't stop shaking. "He was wearing a Grinch costume, and he had a knife." They found my car where I'd left it, covered in snow. Found tire tracks leading into the woods, but the truck was gone. The officers said they'd been patrolling nearby after reports of a decorated truck driving recklessly. They never found him, despite countless reports from other drivers who said a truck covered in Christmas lights had followed them for miles before turning off. They never found the knife, the costume, or any proof he'd existed at all, except for the tire tracks and my bruises. I don't drive on Christmas Eve anymore. Don't even like seeing Christmas lights on cars. And every time I see someone in a Grinch costume, even at a mall with kids around, I leave. Because I know he's still out there somewhere, driving that beat-up truck with its blinking lights, looking for Christmas guests who won't make it home.
Yeah, bro.
That one was crazy.
That shit was real life trauma, bro.
That's trauma right there. Yeah, that'll ruin Christmas for some of y'all.
You see, this is why people don't.
Ruin Christmas.
And this is really how some people like depict the Grinch, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd take you down, bro. Take you down. He would. Man's like moving out. He's out here moving like fucking Jeepers Creeper, bro.
Jeepers Creepers.
Alright, bro. Story 3.
Like that. Banger.
I grew up bouncing between foster homes. So when I finally got my nursing certificate at 26, working at Meadowbrook Senior Living felt just right. I knew what it was like to have nobody, and I wanted to be there for people who did. Most of the residents were sweet. Some got a little confused at times, but they laughed and lived, except for Bob. He was 68 and usually kept to himself. His file mentioned occasional psychotic episodes, but the few times I'd looked after him, he seemed fine. At Christmas Eve, Marion, the activities director, had organized a party. Each resident's family had sent gifts, and we were all gathered in the common room passing them out. It was supposed to lift spirits during the holidays. The party started at 6. The residents sat in a circle, passing gifts and laughing along to an old Bing Crosby track playing through the speakers.
I ain't gonna lie. What you guys think about Nobody, the movie? You watched Nobody 2 today? What'd you think about that shit? Like, did you guys like the first one better than the second one or not? You like the second one better?
Oh, I don't know. Like the action is cool.
Yeah.
But the second one is just, I guess, like family orientated. So I like that message.
Yeah. No, I went. The
I
second
don't know,
one felt like
each
one by
movie
faster.
separately is good on their own. Like it's not like which one is better. Like I think they're both equally good in different aspects. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I might like it.
I ain't gonna lie. Also, I hope when I get older, like if I do end up in a nursing home or some shit, they actually keep my life entertaining, bro. Like if I have to wake up every day just to look at my ceiling and just want to go.
Me, I'm gonna try my best to take care of you. I don't want to put none of my grandparents in no home. Right now, my grandparents are in their own homes, and I plan to keep it that way. If I have to set up something, because I don't trust nobody with my family. Trust me, not the kids and old people, not the people who are weak or immune to
Disease
danger.
and shit. Yeah. All right. I feel that. I'm just saying, bro, because I just don't want to be.
Because me personally, I wouldn't want to be in a home. I better not be in a home. If I give birth and I give a life to my kids and my grandkids and etc., and you guys go abandon me,
Yeah.
I gotta spend my whole life taking care of you guys.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. The world is selfish now, bro.
Yeah.
In case you haven't
It
noticed.
is. Trust me, it is
Like,
selfish, and they make it that way
Yeah,
on purpose. Like
it's-
they'll make you forget about your family because it's so hard for you yourself.
I mean, yeah, it's becoming normal, bro. Honestly, they're normalizing that shit. Like everywhere you go, it's like
If you
people
don't
aren't really.
celebrate
I mean, obviously, certain parts of the the world, they do still take care of their family
Yeah.
members and whatnot.
They live with their
But
family.
a lot of people don't tend to do that shit as much anymore,
Yeah.
especially in Canada or America type shit.
North
you know?
America gotta keep some of the old traditions, like keeping your elderly safe. Like the holidays, we don't have a lot sometimes, being the minority, but family is one thing we have. They're annoying and stressful, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is, bro. You gotta stick to your roots, stick true, bro.
Yeah.
Some integrity, some loyalty, guys, some love.
Bob sat across from me, still as stone, with a faint smile on his face that didn't quite reach his eyes. Mrs. Patterson opened hers first. Her daughter had sent a nice scarf. Mr. Rodriguez got slippers. Rena's uncle had sent her books and candy. Nearly everyone got thoughtful
Candy?
presents.
Yeah, some
Then
like little
Marion
sweets, some
handed
little-
Bob his gift. It was a small box wrapped in red paper with a gold bow. His hand shook as he took it. He peeled back the paper slowly, like he already knew what was inside and was dreading it. When he lifted the lid, his whole expression shifted. Inside was a man's leather belt. It was flashy and looked expensive. For a few seconds, Bob just stared at the belt like it was a snake curled up in that box. Then he screamed and threw the box across the room.
Bob!
Marion shouted, but he wasn't hearing anything. He grabbed one of the caregivers and shoved her so hard she hit the floor. His knees pinned her down
And they're
as
just
his
watching
hands
him
locked
while-
around her throat.
Doesn't
All
matter.
the while, he kept screaming. It took 3 of us to pull him off. Even then, he kept thrashing, trying to get back to her. Marion had to call for the sedative. They dragged him to his room after that. The party was over. Everyone was shaken. Jenny had bruises on her neck, but said she was fine. I couldn't sleep that night. I kept seeing Bob's face when he opened that box. The pure terror in his eyes before the rage took over. At around 2 in the morning, I woke up to heart-wrenching sobs from the East Wing. I found Bob in a dark corner near the supply closet, curled up on the floor. Tears ran down his face as he whispered his wife's name over and over. Margaret! I'm sorry, Margaret.
Bob,
I knelt carefully, keeping a safe distance from him.
it's Ruthie.
That doesn't look.
What's wrong?
He looked up, and his face just crumpled. You won't let me forget, Ruthie. He promised he'd never let me forget.
Who won't let you forget what?
My son, Carl. He won't ever let me get over it. I sat down next to him.
What happened, Bob?
He rocked back and forth, arms wrapped around himself. The cardiac arrest took Margaret 3 years ago. She was the only good thing in my life. And when she went, he swallowed hard. Carl got worse.
Worse how?
Boy was trouble since he could walk. Ran with the wrong crowd. Drank young. He stole from me more than once. Margaret always took his side, said he'd grow out of it. After she passed, there was no one left to pull him back. My stomach tightened. He cleaned out my savings on booze and cards. When I tried to stop him, Bob's voice went low, almost a whisper. He turned mean, started using his belt on me. I felt sick. He'd come over drunk, drag me out of bed and beat me with it. Said I deserved it for being a terrible father.
What are you guys really doing with this one stuff?
Oh my gosh, the police. Terrible father. He tried to. You were a bad kid. There's only so much you can do. Some kids really don't listen. No matter how much you beat them, you send them to jail, you punish them. And then what? His mom was enabling him and now his mom's gone talking about you're a bad... And now you're beating on your father?
Not gonna lie, I don't know about you guys, but I can relate to this shit. Like, I've seen this shit in real life go down. So, I don't know, like, yeah, he's wrong for that. Like, bro, it's even in the Bible, bro, you shouldn't put your hands on your parents like that. Like, that's a sin still. You know what I mean? So if you're one of those guys, bro, just
know you have your portion coming for you. Calm down.
It's gonna come back to you, brother.
Yeah. Don't be putting your hands on your parents no matter how bad they were to you.
I know, I wasn't expecting this point, bro. I was expecting to be like, oh yeah, he killed his wife or some shit like that. Nah,
right? Not that you can beat you by his son.
Your son traumatized you. Like, I'd get it in a sense if he was like putting his hands hella on his son, but if he's not doing that,
there's no backstory of putting none of that. His son being a bad kid and his wife enabling him. She died to a heart attack.
You see what I'm saying? It's not even related. It's not like he even killed his wife, bro. So this guy, he needs to go down.
For not giving him enough money. For still being alive when his mother wasn't. Tears were streaming down Bob's face now. I tried calling the police once. He laughed, said who'd believe me, that I was just a crazy old man with dementia.
Bob, we need to tell someone. If Carl's been hurting you...
He's a lawyer, Ruthie. Knows exactly how far he can go without leaving marks that last. And he's got everyone convinced I'm losing my mind. Bob looked at me with hollow eyes. Every Christmas he sends me that belt, just to remind me that Margaret's gone, and I'm at his mercy now.
This is abuse. There are laws.
Nobody will believe me. He made sure of that. Got to my doctor to document episodes. Got the staff here thinking I'm unstable. He's been building his case for years. I waited for Bob to stop crying before I went back to my locker and found that belt Marion had put there. I stared at it for a long time before calling the police. They came, took our statements, and bagged the belt as evidence. But Bob was right. Carl really had everything figured. He showed up the next morning in an expensive suit, calm as anything. He listened to everything with a small smile. My father has documented psychotic episodes. This is obviously a delusion. I'm concerned about the quality of care here if staff members are encouraging these fantasies. The administration bought his story. I was reprimanded for causing unnecessary distress and basically forced to quit. I couldn't stay there anyway. Couldn't look at Bob, knowing he was trapped, and Carl would do it again next Christmas, and the one after that. For however many years Bob had left, I still think about Bob in that dark corner, crying over his dead wife, trapped by the son she'd protected her whole life. How Carl turned his grief into a weapon. How nobody believed the old man breaking down at Christmas. Sometimes, the real monsters wear expensive suits and know exactly which laws protect them.
Yep.
Right.
They do.
That was actually some good ass stories. I'm not gonna lie.
Reminds me of some Devil Wears Prada type saying.
What are you talking about? For what you said?
Yeah. Sometimes the monster is just dressing in suits.
Facts. You know, that's real life though. That's really how it is. You know?
Bro, that's so sad. Take care of your family this holidays, guys. Really. Saw my family. There was a lot of stress. There was a lot of frustration. Oh, I almost lost it, but worth it. Tired. Very tired. Tired as hell. Very worth it. Trust me, in the long run. You never know when you'll lose them. Tomorrow's not promised. They tried their hardest. It wasn't like, you know, I didn't have the best childhood, but they tried their hardest. It was the best they could give me. So I'm always appreciative. You guys have to be appreciative of the things you have. Some people always have it worse. Always. So, you know, it's a good year. We're alive. The new year is in literally a week, guys. So, you know, just keep that energy flowing. Keep the love, gratitude, thankfulness.
Yes, sir. Just make sure you guys stay positive in this world, man. That's, you know what I'm saying? You're going to really need that shit. It's going to help you. It's going to bring you far. And stay close to God, brother.
In the long run, guys. So that's what you're going to really need. You're going to need that joy. You're going to need that peace. You're going to need that, you know, you're going to need that God. That long suffering comes in handy. Trust me.
For real.
So, you know, just enjoy your holidays, guys. The little things matter.
Yes, sir.
Cup of tea in the morning. You don't usually get a cup of tea. Small victories. Seeing your parents, making that phone call. You know, you be avoiding that phone call all year round.
All year
round. That one 20-minute phone call could mean the world to them. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's all for today, guys. Just let us know what you think about the video. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Yeah! Happy Boxing Day. Happy holidays, guys.
Mood. Signing out.
Hey.